A couple of weeks ago, I reported on a Muslim student at Stanford University who took to Facebook writing, "I'm gonna physically fight Zionists on campus next year if someone comes at me with their Israel is democracy bullshit." Now, that student has resigned from his position as an RA. Let's take a look. Stanford Palestinian student Hamza Daoud seems to have deleted his Facebook now, but people who saw it in late July might have come across this post, where he said, "I'm gonna physically fight Zionists on campus next year if someone comes at me with their Israel is democracy bullshit. And after I abolish your ass, I'll go ahead and work every day for the rest of my life to abolish your petty ass ethno-supremacist settler colonial state." Hamza, who's a member of Stanford's Students for Justice in Palestine chapter, had second thoughts 4 hours later and changed the phrase physically fight Zionists to intellectually fight Zionists. But that didn't stop his original post from making its rounds on the interwebs, with the college Republicans and others criticizing it. The student released a statement Friday saying he is a third-generational Palestinian refugee and that he bears transgenerational trauma. Transgenerational trauma? What does that even mean? This is starting to remind me of people who demand reparations for slavery, which, while absolutely horrible, those people themselves have not actually experienced. No, sorry, collectivism isn't a Western principle. Anyways, Hamza goes on to say, "I apologize from the bottom of my heart to everyone who was triggered by the post. I recognize that I was projecting my own trauma onto others in a way that is never acceptable." He's apparently enrolling in trauma-based therapy at Stanford and says he's resigning from his position as RA to focus on his schoolwork and also to think about the consequences of his post. Okay, so do I think Hamza was actually going to beat up any of his Jewish or Israeli residents? Probably not. That's not to say he wouldn't have been biased against them in dealing with conflicts between residents, putting up anti-Israel flyers in the hallways, etc. But let's address that trauma-based therapy part for a moment. The Center for Collegiate Mental Health found that from 2009 to 2015, 30% more students sought university counseling services. Why is this? Has anyone else noticed the dramatic escalation in hysteria these past few years? Political discourse has descended into name-calling, and participants, usually from a certain side of the aisle, are throwing fits over the pettiest things. Is this phenomenon to blame for the uptick in mental health counseling? Let me know in the comments. For Campus Unmasked, I'm Rob Shimshock. If you like this video and support our mission, please make sure to comment and subscribe. If something happens on your campus and you'd like us to investigate, send us details using the form on campusunmasked.com.